Were you just taking it all on your shoulders?
Just trying to be aggressive. A few shot clock plays. Really nothing was going on in offense. I tried to be aggressive and make plays, and I got some good looks.
Nick, you guys seem like you turned a corner in terms of these close games and knowing how to put teams away. What's the difference there in the last couple weeks?
I just think that everyone's, starting to understand their roles, and, guys are really confident. We got a lot of guys shooting the ball really well and making big shots, and, we have guys who step up for us, like a couple shots that Zach made today, they're huge. So, anytime you can have that, that's great.
The teams run at you, though, and they come back on you. You guys are up 11, they've got down to 3. You guys seem to answer better now than you did in December.
Yeah, I think, that's just having a number of games under our belt now, and like I said, that's just being confident that, if they make a run, it's not the end of the world. We can still make a run back at them.
Talk about Spike's game in that starting role.
Spike? Oh, man, Spike's awesome. And, obviously we'd love to have Derek out there, but we know that, Spike's a guy who's very capable, and, any minutes he gets, he's going to make the best of them, and that's what he did today.
Talk about the job you guys were able to do defensively against them.
I think we did a good job. I don't know. I think they had 66 or 67 points, and they're averaging around 80. So anytime you can do that to a team who really likes to run like they do, that's a good job by us.
Is it just a matter of controlling tempo? Did that help as well?
Yeah, we had a number of different, schemes that we tried to use in practice to help, practice and simulate them fast breaking on us. I think we did a good job of doing that in the game today.
Can you talk about your matchup with Aaron White, both offensively and defensively?
He did a great job in the second half posting me up, and it was tough just with the amount they cut without the ball. Sometimes I'm trying to front him, they throw it over, and then other times where I'm playing behind, he just backs me down, gets an open layup. So, that was definitely tough in the second half. But offensively, I feel like there's just very few people that can stay in front of me right now when I'm aggressive, so I just try to attack them.
Not so long ago we were questioning who would be the go-to guy, who would be the key offensive guy. Your confidence never seemed to wane, but is it on another level right now?
I think my confidence has been, on a level since the beginning of the season, and but I think, just with the games I've been playing, the success that we've been having recently, that confidence is growing and growing.
Is that something you've seen, that teams are starting to put their best guy at you or go at you in the second half to maybe tire you out a little bit or give you something else to think about?
Definitely, and I understand I'm not the best defender in the world, and teams are going to attack me. That's exactly what teams used to do to me last year. They just use guys, 4 down, have the guy at the top of the key, and just go at me. So I understand the teams are going to do that, and I got to be prepared.
What's this say about beating a top 10 team? What's this say about the Michigan team?
Obviously Iowa was a great team, and the fact that we beat Wisconsin last game and Iowa this game, it just says a lot about our toughness. We're ready to play, and we're undefeated in the Big Ten so far, and we got to keep that going.
Speaking of being undefeated in the Big Ten, just how important is that for you guys right now?
It's very important. Big Ten championship is our first goal that we stated, as a team this season. The fact that we opened up, we're 6-0 right now. That's all we could ask for, and now we're just looking forward to the next game.
Thanks.
And that next game, Michigan State, they smacked you guys around last year up there. A lot of revenge there.
I wouldn't say revenge, but we're definitely looking forward to that game, and it's going to be a great challenge. Michigan State's a great team, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun.
How were things opening up for you offensively? What were you seeing out there that let you score at will, kind of?
Well, especially in the first half, I just felt like I think Aaron White was matched up with me, and a lot of times I just felt like he wasn't laterally quick enough, to stay in front of me. So I was just trying to do everything I could, just make moves to get to the basket, and if he played off me, I got some step-in threes. So I was just trying to be aggressive.
Is that something you knew you could do ahead of time, watching film? Kind of assumed White would be guarding you, or just as the game played along, you saw what was going on?
I don't really know. I just came out with the mindset today of just being aggressive, and that's pretty much it.
Coach Beeline mentioned that you're a scouting report guy now, and he said it was an adjustment for you. Did you figure a point in this season where that wasn't an issue, that you were the mark man? Can you remember a point where that kind of occurred to you?
What, like me studying scouting reports?
Yeah, that you being the guy heading into the game, the teams were gearing to stop and they couldn't stop you. Can you remember a point where that wasn't an issue for you anymore?
I think that Duke game was a big game for me because they kind of shut me down, and they just paid a lot of attention to me on and off the ball. So I think after that game by itself was a really big learning experience for me, and I think I've done a pretty good job after that of adjusting to how teams play me.
You guys have done a really good job of taking experiences. You talked about Penn State taking that last year and losing it. Same thing when you talk about that experience you just had. What about that experience in Michigan State last year? What happened in that game to let it get out of you?
They just they punked us, and they came out from the very start, and they were a lot more aggressive than we were. They were getting every loose ball, every rebound. down, and they were throwing the ball in the post, and we couldn't do anything about it. So I think toughness is going to be key for us come this Saturday.
How long do you enjoy this before you start focusing on that?
Just tonight, and we wake up tomorrow and then get back to the grind.
How much are you looking forward to that one on Saturday?
It's gonna be a great game, and obviously we still remember that game we played last year. We lost by 30 or whatever it was. So we're looking forward to that challenge, and like I said, they're a great team.
What's the balance for you now in terms of shooting? When to shoot it long, when to go to the basket? I mean, is that something that you've kind of found a sweet spot there?
I don't necessarily look for a balance. I just try to take whatever the defense gives me, and whether I'm feeling good from three, I'm probably going to take a lot more threes. I think last game I've taken 8, 9 threes like every game. So I'm just seeing a lot of opportunities, and unfortunately I'm missing a lot of them. But I'm just trying to be aggressive.
How critical is the added strength to your game this year, and how do you keep up that strength through the Big Ten season?
Well, we still have workouts, 2 times a week, and we take those workouts seriously, and I just try to maintain all the strength that I gained this summer. And obviously it's done a lot for me just getting to the basket and taking hits. So.
You showed a little more of the gestures tonight than you have in a while. I mean, is that just the flow of being home, or
just feeling good today? I was excited. It's a big game for us, and I feel like this team is playing some great basketball right now. So we're all pumped up today.
You were Alton?
I'm not really sure. I think he had some sort of flu, maybe sickness, fever.
It would seem it would be hard for him to play any better than Albrecht played for you guys tonight.
I'm not sure. I think both our point guards are very good. Very good at doing their jobs, and we knew coming in that Derek was going to be limited just because of what was going on with him, and Spike stepped up and did his job.
There's been talk about your future. Have you thought about that at all? I mean, there's a lot of that's swirling around now that you're playing so well.
I apologize for my father's comments. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So I haven't really thought of anything about that yet, and we'll just address that after the season.
Talk about the big shots that Zach hit for you in critical situations.
No, Zach. That's why Zach's here, and we know that he's not scared of any moment. He's going to shoot the ball when he's open, and we give him the confidence. Anytime he's open, we tell him to shoot it, and he made 2 or 3 big ones for us today.
You had some tough road losses last year in Big Ten, tough non-conference losses this year. How much mentally prepared are you to go up to East Lansing this time around?
I think we're very mentally prepared. I think the main thing is we're not scared. I think we're just going to come in and play the way Michigan basketball plays and just be as aggressive as we can. I mean, John and JMO have done an unbelievable job of stepping up when Mitch went down. And I've said this a lot of times. JMO was the starting center on a Big Ten championship team, so we have a lot of confidence in him and Horford to go out there and do what they do. And they've been solid finishing around the basket. Defensively, they've been good, and they've been rebounding really well.
With some of
two left.
Like Mark mentioned, the gestures and stuff like that. Do you feel like you need to kind of have a vibe to you, I guess, that either the team can feed off or maybe give you guys some of an attitude?
Yeah, maybe sometimes. I think, if we're a little sluggish, I might try to pump us up a little bit, get the crowd going, and we feed off that kind of stuff.
You can get a reputation for some of those things, and kind of, whether it be opposing fans or other teams kind of gunning for you maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I think that was definitely the case last year. I think people hated whenever I did this stuff, but, it really doesn't bother me too much. People can hate me or love me. It's all good.